From a threat landscape, no organization is immune today. We see organizations of all profiles that are getting targeted with different types of attack campaigns. I want to talk about a couple of examples. We've seen multiple examples of organizations become a victim to what starts off as a phishing attack. So let's say a bad actor gets someone's email credentials. And these bad actors, they know how to navigate things like LinkedIn and other publicly available resources to figure out who is tied to back office functions, who runs AR, AP functions, and other accounting functions. They'll target leaders that they assume has access to everything. And once they kind of get that email access, a number of years ago, you would see them kind of go right into motion, trying to kind of make something happen that is rewarding for them as a bad actor right away. What we've seen in a trend more recently is they'll sit in an email system for 3, 4, 5 months, maybe even longer, and just observe what bills are paid when, what invoices are sent when, to whom, how, right? What are the AR and AP rhythms? Which vendors are paid the highest dollar amount on a monthly or quarterly basis or whatever that might be. And they'll build intelligence from just sitting and observing. They'll do other things like they'll turn on auto forwarding rules so they can make sure that they're seeing everything that they want to see should you change or some admin change something within the system. They'll set up auto delete rules so that you don't get an email from a vendor asking you, hey, why haven't you paid your bill the last 3 to 4 months, right? And a lot of that is tied to things that they'll do, like they'll send you an email that looks very legitimate saying, hey, ACH instructions have changed for the way that you pay this bill. Here's the new ACH instructions, right? Or here's a new physical address to send the check to, whatever that might be. We see that over and over and over again. It starts as phishing, it turns into a long and deliberate campaign observing what's going on. And we've seen significant financial loss from some organizations from that standpoint. Ransomware is still a significant risk as well for everyone, but especially organizations that if they lose any sort of business operability. Let's say that you're in shipping, right? And that's a competitive industry. And if you are offline for a day or 2 days because of a ransomware attack and you're at risk to kind of lose that, these actors now put a lot of thought into what type of organization they want to attack with which type of campaign, and they take that into mind. The third change I want to cover on this slide is that more recently we see when we, for example, get pulled in to help someone mid-incident, and we start throwing measures into place, controls into place to get the bad actor out of the system, keep them out of the system. Bad actors have really become more sophisticated at adapting their measures immediately to try to find another way to continue their campaign. And so it takes days, if not weeks, oftentimes of real time reacting to, responding to, observing, and responding to those things. So the sophistication is increasing over time. The tools are proliferating to a lot of different sources of these campaigns. And it does take a certain type of expertise to kind of fill that off.